This is a short video tutorial to help show the site requirements for a standard setup of the Jura Giga X8. Everything that we're about to show you should be arranged ahead of any machine installation to avoid any aborted installs. A common mistake that people tend to make is forgetting to leave room above the machine to allow easy access to the ingredient canisters. Ideally there would be no covers above the machines at all, but please be sure to allow an additional 15 to 20 centimeters above the coffee machine to ensure easy access. Milk chillers will need to be positioned to the right of the machine because of the location of the milk inputs. Depending on which fridge you've opted for, please make sure you consider the width of that exact chiller if you're particularly tight on space. We'll provide some dimensions of those in the description as well. Coffee machines require a considerable amount of power from a UK main socket. We therefore recommend that the machine is plugged directly into a main socket rather than an extension lead, which helps minimise the risk of fire hazards. These will need to be within about 1 metre of the machine for the plug to reach. All machines need a water filter to help prevent limescale buildup and any long-term damage to the machine. On plumbed-in machines, a water filter will need to be attached between the machine and the water supply. These are typically around 50 cm tall and roughly 15 to 20 cm in diameter. Tank-fed machines also require a water filter, however these will be integrated into the water tanks themselves. Please just remember that the machines normally need to be told when their filters have been replaced. Follow your machine's on-screen instructions, otherwise it may continue to remind you that it needs replacing. We supply replacement filters for all of our coffee machines, so feel free to get in touch if you think you need a new one. If you're having a plumbed-in machine, a water supply will need to be located within 1 metre of the machine. There may be opportunities to use extending flexi pipes to bridge any gaps, but this can't be guaranteed, so please consider having extra on site yourself if necessary. The pipe itself should be 15mm with a male 3/4 inch stop tap. Water pressure should ideally be around 2.5 bars of flow pressure at roughly 8 litres per minute. A general rule would be if you were to run a tap on site and cover the end with your thumb, does the water then spray out? If not, the pressure is probably too low. Again, if you're opting for a plumbed-in machine, you will need to ensure there's somewhere for the waste to go. The most suitable option would be to have a setup similar to what a dishwasher requires. A standard 30 to 40mm waste trap drain should be in place and located within 1 metre of the machine. If this isn't something that can be easily arranged, there are ways around it. For example, the machine can be set up to accommodate an under-machine waste collection. This would require space under the counter to house a jerry can that would simply need to be emptied periodically. Please bear in mind that if any of the connectors, so for example electricity, water or waste, are located below the machine, you will need to drill holes into the worktop. For power, water and waste, we recommend that the hole is at least 3 inches in diameter. Engineers won't be able to do this on site, so please make sure it's done ahead of time. If you're having below counter grounds collection, you will need to drill additional holes into the worktop, but we can provide you with the specifications for this. Some materials will be particularly difficult to drill through, for example marble, so just make sure that it's going to be a feasible job. Some machines can be anywhere from around 30 kilos to 80 kilos and beyond. Add this to the milk chiller and any other items you might have on the counter already and it soon starts to add up. You will need to make sure that the countertop where you're planning to house the machine will be sturdy enough to take the weight. Particle board isn't particularly sturdy, so it would be best to avoid placing the machine on top of anything made from this material. On the Jura Giga X8, you're immediately presented with the opportunity to change how much coffee from each of the hoppers is ground into one drink. Simply adjust the amounts accordingly, choosing either 100% of one bean or a mixture of both. To access the machine settings, start by pressing the P button on the top and use the navigation buttons to scroll through the menu. You can change the time of day on the machine here, or head over to the display settings for brightness and contrast, or change the screen background for a more personal touch. A useful feature with this machine is its ability to display how many drinks have been prepared over its lifetime. This stores information about all of the different drinks that have been prepared. It also shows how many drinks have been made on that particular day to help you keep track. If you're looking to change the drink settings, simply head over to Expert Mode and Settings and then select the drink you're looking to alter. You'll be faced with a variety of options, for example the coffee volumes, milk and milk foam volumes, and then the temperature of the drink. If you'd like to change the name of any of the products, simply use the dial up top to enter each of the characters. Hopefully this has helped to visualise the requirements for housing the Jura Giga X8. We very rarely encounter people that can meet all of the requirements straight away, so don't worry if you don't quite have everything in place. If you've got any questions about anything you've seen in this tutorial, feel free to get in touch. We're always happy to help come up with a solution that's going to work well for you.